Welcome to PoorCryptoSteve's introduction. Hey there, welcome to this in-depth video about Bitcoin for newbies. If you're new to the world of cryptocurrency and you're looking to learn more about Bitcoin, you've come to the right place. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a decentralized digital currency that allows people to send and receive money without the need for a middleman like a bank or a financial institution. It was created in 2009 by an unknown person or group of people using the name Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin operates on a peer-to-peer network, which means that all transactions are directly between users without the need for a central authority to oversee or facilitate them. This makes it different from traditional currencies, which are controlled by governments or central banks. How does Bitcoin work? Bitcoin uses a technology called blockchain, which is a public ledger that records all transactions, all Bitcoin transactions. Whenever someone sends or receives Bitcoin, the transaction is verified, then added to the blockchain by a network of computers around the world called nodes. Nodes use complex algorithms to verify transactions, and once a transaction is verified, it becomes part of the blockchain forever. This makes Bitcoin transactions extremely secure and resistant to fraud or manipulation. To send or receive Bitcoin, you need a Bitcoin wallet, which is a digital wallet that stores your Bitcoin. You can buy Bitcoin from exchanges, which are basically websites where you can buy and sell Bitcoin with traditional currencies like the US dollar or euros. Advantages of Bitcoin? There are several advantages to using Bitcoin. Firstly, it's decentralized, which means that no single entity controls it. This makes it less susceptible to fraud or manipulation. Secondly, Bitcoin transactions are faster and cheaper than traditional banking transactions, especially international transfers. This is because there's no middlemen involved, and transactions are processed by the network of nodes instead. Thirdly, Bitcoin can be used for anonymous transactions, which can be useful for people who value their privacy. However, it's important to note that Bitcoin transactions are not completely anonymous and can still be traced to some extent. Finally, Bitcoin is not subject to the same inflationary pressures as traditional currencies. This is because there's a limited supply of Bitcoin, with a maximum of 21 million Bitcoins that can ever be mined. This scarcity gives Bitcoin its value and makes it an attractive investment opportunity for many. Disadvantages of Bitcoin? However, there are also some disadvantages of using Bitcoin. Firstly, it's still relatively new technology, so there's a lot of uncertainty and volatility around its value. The price of Bitcoin can fluctuate wildly, which makes it a risky investment, or a fun one. Secondly, because it's decentralized, there's no central authority to regulate it, which can make it difficult for governments to enforce laws around money laundering or terrorism financing. This has led some countries to banning or restricting the use of Bitcoin. Finally, Bitcoin transactions are irreversible, which means once you make a mistake or send Bitcoin to the wrong address, there's no way to get it back. Conclusion? In conclusion, Bitcoin is an exciting new technology that has the potential to revolutionize the way we think about money and finance. It offers several advantages, over traditional currencies, including decentralization, faster and cheaper transactions, and, of course, privacy. However, it's important to be aware of the risks and disadvantages of using Bitcoin, including volatility, regulatory uncertainty, and irreversible transactions. If you're interested in learning more about Bitcoin, there's plenty of resources available online to help you get started. Like this channel, PoorCryptoSteve. Thanks again. And please like and consider subscribing.